time streamer. What up, gentlemen? Howdy doody, gentlemen. Scuff setup off a laptop right now, off a bean. Trying to figure this out. Shout out to Shane's laptop for running this entire stream. Honestly, so impressive how far it's come. Back in the day, bro, I could not run a stream off of a laptop to save my life. This MacBook is running the face cam and the gameplay. I am so proud of it. And the mic and the auxiliary XLR microphone. W Shane laptop. Freaky ass chair. Oh, you like my little gooner, little cuck chair in the Airbnb? Dude, you know who me and Shane, every single day for the last 4 straight days since me and Shane have been here in San Francisco for the Super Bowl, we've had a bunch of events to do. We've had a good time, nothing crazy, but we get back at like 8, 9 p.m. and this is what we do. We literally turn on the Burt Peanut every single day. It has been this. This man has been on this TV for like 12 hours a day. He's the first content creator that I've truly watched in a long time. Super Bowl pack opening. I think that's actually what we're gonna do today. I think I kind of have to open some stuff because there's a new Jackson Smith and Jigba, but he requires some weird ass item. I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do the Super Bowl step up ladder today. You guys want to do a little prediction? Hey, welcome, gentlemen. I love you. You're so goated with the sauce. Okay, let's talk shop, gentlemen. There's new limiteds. There's Christian Gonzalez. There's Kobe Bryant. There's Cooper Kupp. And there's one other. Yes, there's 96 limited Hunter Henry, 96 limited Cooper Kupp, 96 Christian Gonzalez, 96 Kobe Bryant. A lot of really good cards. And I need this super special item to upgrade Jackson Smith and Jigba. I don't need it, but for Wheel of Mud, I need it. And I have to do the step up ladder to get it. She's actually so fucking whack. And EA's got me by the balls. Luka's getting Offense Player of the Year? Absolutely not. I'm going to do this whole step up ladder. Let's see if we pull a limited. That's going to be the prediction today. It's going to be limited, yes or no. 5 Super Bowl present players. Then we get a Snap Fantasy Bundle. I don't really know what the hell that is. Then a Mystery Pack. Then a Champ Bundle, which is 195 Champ guaranteed. So you can't even pull a limited here. And then the topper is a 95 or 96. And if we look at the odds on this, the 95 or 96 gives you a dead nuts 50-50. Either I get a limited or I get a 95 on the dot. You know what ended up being like super goated? And I know this is corny and a lot of people say this, but Planet Fitness has turned out to be super goated. Planet Fitness for the Black Card membership, it's like 15 bucks. And you can go to any Planet Fitness anywhere. How insane is that? Like I'm here in San Francisco and every morning I just get up and go to P-Fit. Now, that gym sucks ass, big time, sucks major ass. Tommy DeVito. Tell me why that's low-key a good card. Borogalis has 82 accuracy. That's no bueno. The Suchen and Wosu is really good. I wish I could show the youtube.com viewers. Guys, it's 90% blue, 10% pink on a 50-50. What are you guys doing? Well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe you guys are believing in me and I should respect that. Blue is yes. I mean, technically it's better than 50-50 because only the topper gives 50-50 and it's possible to pull a limited out of any of these packs. So it's probably more like 52-48 in favor of blue because the odds you pull a limited in a regular pack are really low. So this is our Pro Snap Fantasy Pack, which is a really bizarre pack, but it's got Jawan Johnson, Miles Harden, Kyle Duggar. If I pretty much am at the point where like, if I'm going to open packs because I need to for Wheel of Mud, I'm going to stream because it's fun to do it. It's way more fun to do with you guys, especially if I'm going to do it anyway. There's Stafford. Isn't it crazy seeing the core elite cards like when they came out? Like Matthew Stafford at the very start of the season was an 83 overall core, which is pretty good. And now he's about to win the NFL MVP. Rico Dowdle, Oren Burks, Aaron Jones. Interesting. Guys, remember that little stretch where Rico Dowdle had like 200 yards a game for like 4 straight games? You guys seen that video where that kid is recording Sean Payton ripping the bong? Do you guys know what video I'm talking about? There's like that video where it's like Sean Payton's with his kid and then it's Sean Payton's son's friend recording Sean Payton. Like what a generational violation of the bro code. If your friend's dad is Sean Payton and Sean Payton's gonna rip the fucking bong with you, why on earth are you gonna record that? That is bro code number 1, to just let that fly as is. And you don't even tell anybody either. If your friend's dad is cool enough to do something with you like that, don't do it. It's no different than leaking a phone number. If someone, me, handsome, generational stud, GOAT, Venus Sky enjoyer, is kind enough to give out my phone number to you, why would you share that with some random stranger? Brother, why am I getting ads about pull-ups? What do you mean? Like you got a Twitch ad telling you to work out? Bro, it's because this is what you guys tell me. You say there's cookies and your ads are targeted. So I'm pretty sure your ads are calling you obese. Did I talk to any kickers? Okay. Everyone kept asking me this because like Bryce Behringer would have been there. I did not see a single special teamer. I did not see Dixon. I did not see Behringer. I did not see Jason Myers. I did not see Andy Borregales. But I did see Kenneth Walker. I saw Nick Emmanwori. Who's the left tackle for the Patriots? The left tackle for the Patriots was like, bro, I'm a huge fan. The left tackle for the Patriots was like, bro, I'm a huge fan. I've been watching you since I was a kid. And he was like 6'8". And I was like, when were you a kid? You were never a child. At the age of 7, maybe. He was like, dude, I've been watching you since I was a little boy. I was like, you were never a little boy. You are fucking gigantic. I am now an MM Marcus Bryant lover. You're correct. Do you have any crypto? Ooh! Whoa! Wow, the mystery pack was a 95? That's not a limited, though, Blue Squad. That's not a limited. So settle down. Okay, so this is the Ring Seekers. This guarantees a 95. Choice of 2 of 6 Ring Seekers and 192 plus. So technically, there's a small chance that you can get a limited here, but it's a very small chance. I think it's just going to be a 92 most likely. So it really is. It's going to come down to that coin toss on the end. Everybody's hitting everybody up today. Okay, so this is the 95 champ. Not Biletnikoff. Hey, it's actually a pretty nasty pull. I think the guards are usually pretty expensive. 95 on Wenu. What? He's in 900,000 coins? What? That's so expensive. Okay, that's awesome. That's a shockingly good pull right there. Dude, they made the Super Bowl players so hard to get. And the playoff players, dude, they low-key hoed us. They hoed us through January. They really did. Bro, did you guys see they brought draft champions back to college football? It is the shittiest, the saddest, worst excuse of draft champions I've ever seen in my life. I just played it for a video and it pissed me right off. So honestly, I would take Njigba here, but I already have Njigba, although he is the most expensive. I guess I will. I'm going to take Njigba. So by the way, all the Ring Seeker players, if you see this border, this little gold-ish border on a player, it means they can be upgraded to a 95. But in order to upgrade them to a 95, you have to get a Ring Seeker upgrade token. The only way to get that is by trading in 8 92 overalls after the Super Bowl. When I say that this they fucked us on this promo, I mean it. It's so horribly implemented, it's kind of hilarious. And then the only other way to get it is by opening the bundles that I'm opening right now. So for Wheel of Mutts, I am doing this solely. So I can actually upgrade him to a 95. Best promo, Zero Chill. They did a super good job with Zero Chill. Ooh, no limited here either. Jake Bobo. Where's Jake Bobo Lover? Jake Bobo Lover, are you in chat? There's a guy who comes through every time, says his name is Jake Bobo Lover. He was just here? He's here. Yo, you're on Pink Squad, you dick. Yo, I just pulled your boy. I literally pulled your boy. You technically have a small chance in the 192 plus. But this is where you make your schmeckles. Miki boy, what up? Don't come to Lansing, you'll be neutralized. Dude, I was literally born in Lansing. You cannot tell me not to come to Lansing, okay? Clearly, was not neutralized. Clearly, I was not neutralized. Bring it on, brother. I ain't no Jake Bobo lover, but I do love myself some Jake Bobo. That makes you a Jake Bobo lover, bro. I don't think you understand. Come on, Blue Squad. We got to see the gold flash. If we don't see the gold flash, we are clapped. This entire ladder was for nothing. And Pink Squad wins on 22%. Let me see the gold flash. Let me see Booper Bop. What do you got? Bang! Bang! Let me see Booper Bop now. Orgonzo. What do you got? Bang! Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. Bang! 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 How does he do it? How does he do it again? He did it again. How did he do it again? Is EA a bunch of genuine diabolical cucks for making everything a 50-50? Absolutely. Straight up at the blackjack table, hitting on a 16, blackout drunk. But I have hit the gold flash like 70% of the time. I am on odds. And if you're saying a refund, you're a fat fraud. I don't mean this in a rude way, but you're clinically obese. And your doctor should care better about your health. Wow, you know what? 77% on Blue Squad on a literal coin toss. And you guys win. Genuinely incredible. Okay, Kobe Bryant, 96. Interesting card. I have to... What the fuck? I was literally going to say this has to be the cheapest limited. He's 4 mil? Oh my God. The market is cooked. Why is it 4 mil? Is this what the other ones are costing? Wow, the game is busted right now. These servers are horrible. Kobe Bryant's 3.8. Cooper Cup's 3.5. Gonzo's 5 mil. Hunter Henry's 3 mil. I got the second best. I mean, Gonzo is the best case scenario, but the next most expensive is Kobe Bryant. These have fallen. So Mel Blunt's down to 1.5. Freeney's still at 2.7. Hester's still at 3.8. Oh my God. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you're better off just getting any 95 wide receiver and not paying that insane premium. I mean, Hester is good, but this Torrey Holt's more or less the same card. Why the fuck is there a 10% fee for selling on the auction house? Okay, I will be honest, that makes sense to me. For genuine game economics, you should always have a global auction house tax. Now, I think 10%'s aggressive. I think RuneScape has a good balance, and that's 2%. But the thing is, RuneScape has way more volume on their global auction house than, you know, a game like Madden. I think realistically, Madden should be 5%. But it is a good thing. Like, you could talk shit about EA, and I will too, obviously. But they hire literal economists to run the auction houses of these games. They are not fucking around. Like, I genuinely give them credit for knowing what they're doing with that stuff. The bummer is this whole game is built on fucking chopsticks, and it's got the worst user interface I've ever used. They added a mystery pack? Has this always been in here? I technically could do rerolls for a limited. I mean, we pulled Devin Hester last time. 287 plus Super Bowl players, and I think I just got a 95. Ooh. That's actually an insanely good pull out of that because he's worth so much. I didn't even realize that that was an option. I didn't know you could get ring seekers in here. All right, do we get a 95 plus in 50? I can open 57 packs. Do we get a 95 or better in 57 packs? Yay or nay? We need Sex Haver back. Dude, the thing is I can't leave myself exposed like that. Like, if I go into a mud head-to-head game and I beat someone with a way better team than me, they're obviously going to be genuinely so pissed off, and they're going to do everything in their power to make my life worse. So, the fact that they almost got me banned off this game because of that gamer tag should tell you everything you need to know. I am super gooner until further notice. The thing with Super Gooner is I have plausible deniability. Sex Haver 69, no plausible deniability. It was obvious that I would get banned for that. I mean, come on. What am I going to pretend that means? But gooning, goon is a word and has been a word well before the internet decided to make it what it is. In fact, there's a whole movie called Goon. Or it might even be called Gooner. And it was like, a goon was like the guy on the hockey team who just beats people up. Like, he was like the enforcer. Like, you would go get a guy and put him on your roster literally just to fight people. And then Goonies. Goonies is like a classic movie. So I'm a super gooner. I'm like the #1 enforcer for my local hockey team. I loved the Goonies movie so much. People have been gooning for years, exactly. Now, do I mean it that way? No. When I write super gooner, I mean I'm #1 jerk-off specialist this side of the Mississippi. That's what I mean. But can they prove that? Absolutely not. Don't use this clip in court, but they can't prove it. All right, so by the way, if you're on Blue Squad, we're opening until I'm out of training. If we get a 95 or better, we win. And you'll know instantly. I've noticed an influx of first-time chatters who like to tell me that they've known me longer than they've known their wife. I think everyone knows that I'm insecure about not being married. I pulled 95 William Perry. See, that's what I'm trying to do. If I can pull the 95 William Perry, then I can get a Blue Squad W. All right. Okay. Yeah, you're all married. You're all married. We're over it. Who said happy marriage? You're right. You're right. You could be married. That doesn't mean you're happily married. Dude, this is like an insane story to tell, but I was at this event yesterday and I'm talking to somebody's agent, and their agent was like 45-ish, you know, and he's talking to me and he's like, so do you got a girlfriend? You got a wife? Like, what are you at? I'm like, oh no, I'm single right now. And he's like, dude, he like goes to dap me up. He's like, dude, that's the fucking best. Like, me and all my boys like have been married for like 5+ years now, and we're just fucking miserable, dude. We're just like, I wish I could be. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Don't say that. Yeah, I should have told him I got a stretch baddie at the gym. I should have told him that. I was like, no, I don't have a girlfriend, but this girl at the gym like stretches me out really sexually. Where is that? You know what someone said to me the other day? I went snowboarding with my friend a couple days ago, and I'm telling her the story about stretch baddie, and she's like, Matt, you're a whore. Like, that's a body. Like, I count that as a body. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't think that counts as a body. See, here's the thing is like, My Twitch is technically relatively hidden because I'm not a Twitch streamer. Like, I am a YouTuber. And most of what I make, almost all my content is YouTube. So like people don't even really know that I have a Twitch, especially not people in real life. Like these girls will go on TikTok and type in MMG and they think they know ball. They don't know shit. They don't know shit. I've known you longer than I've known my dad. Dude, I really hope that's not true. Are you black by... Whoa! I'm sorry. I didn't need to. Is David Montgomery a chill guy? David Montgomery is awesome. Yeah, these rerolls are as boomer bust as rerolls get. Like, they're either generationally bad, but that's the thing about these limiteds. These limiteds are so expensive that it's technically the best time to do a reroll. I hate to say that, but like rerolls have been shit all year long. But now, like before, if you hit the reroll, if you hit the limited, it was like 1 million coins or 1.5 million. Now it's 4 mil. In the worst case scenario, it's 3.2 million coins. That's if you get Hunter Henry. And in the best case scenario, it's 5 million. You get Christian Gonzo. One of these years, I'll finally stop traveling every single week. You know, it's so funny, guys. I literally told myself, going into this year, I was like, I'm not traveling. I've literally slept in my bed like 5 times in the last 2 months. What makes you say that? Someone just dropped a stray in chat. He said a lot of uneducated people in here. You're going to have to explain yourself, sir. You're going to have to explain yourself. Yeah, dude, it's actually been brutal. But that's okay. I mean, it's honestly fun to go anyway. Like, I don't just go snowboarding to go get an electric powder. I mean, I'd love to, right? Also, Pink Squad, congratulations on the W. Not an ounce. Wow, that was fair odds, too. 54% to 46%. Well done, Pink. Let's see how bad the damage was. We started with 430,000 training, and I'm going to go hit a quick sell here. The damage was bad because I quick sold players that weren't even a part of that wave. And look at the lag on this. It's unbelievable. Let's pretend I was upgrading D'Angelo Hall. I just clicked on it, by the way. Now it loads in. Look at the fucking input delay on this. Are you ready? This is so fucked up. Are you ready? Watch this. Real time. RB. Oh my God. You'd think there's a stream delay. And that's not even putting an ability on nobody. That's trying to cycle through his... That's literally trying to get to the upgrades page. Guys, if EA invites me back this year, because you know what's funny? EA invited me this year. They invited me to come play Madden 26 early, play College Football 26 early. And not to be an asshole, but I literally said, this is so not worth my time. It's going to be the same game. I don't care. I'm not flying to Florida. I didn't say it like that, but that's what went through my head. That's what I said to my team. And I'm sure we said something very cordial like, you know, thank you very much for the offer, but MMG is busy. This year, if they invite me, I'm 100% going. And I am going to compile all of my biggest issues. I'm going to compile all my footage of this user interface being so dog shit horrible. And I'm going to ask for an answer. At the risk of never getting invited ever again, I'm going to say, I've actually been thinking about this a lot. I'm going to word it like this. This is the exact question that I'm going to ask. I'm going to say the user interface and input delay on Madden is far inferior to other competitors. Why is the user interface on Madden titles sluggish and slow, and what is being done to address it? That's the question I'm gonna ask. And that's the way I'm gonna word it too. The answer is money. They don't make money from having a good user interface. They make money from making pretty cards. Listen, Fuzznoodle, for the record, I know that already. What's interesting about it though, 2K has the exact same model. 2K has the exact same model. 2K has no competition. They have a My Team game mode. They make money from selling packs, from selling VC, but 2K's user interface is flawless. So the question isn't, you know, we understand that the user interface is dog shit. The question is, why is it dog shit? Like what are the competitors doing that you're not? And what are you doing to fix it? Listen, I'm not saying 2K is even good. I'm not saying they're a good franchise or their gameplay is good. It's a simple comparison, user interface. MLB The Show UI is so clean too. Dude, every modern video game in 2026 has a good UI. The only people that don't have a good user interface is Madden. All EA titles. EA titles have dog shit UI. It's kind of like, it's like they're trying to build on chopsticks. It's like they refuse to just go, oh, this user interface is really, really bad. We should start from scratch and actually fix it. Okay, let's run this back. 45 packs, 95 overall or better. We just burnt through 57 and got none. So here's the thing though, guys, if we're being serious. I have talked to EA about this before. Because here's the thing, like all the people I've ever worked with at EA are awesome people. it's not like the people who work at EA are evil or like intentionally incompetent. Like there are really talented, smart developers who work at Electronic Arts, and there's really talented people in all of the hiring processes. The problem is those people do their job, and it's the higher ups who determine what their job is. So unless their job is, hey, unless someone comes to them and says, hey, fix the user interface, what's it going to take? How do we make this game actually better? They're never going to do it. They're just straight up not going to fucking do it. They just do their job like anybody else does, you know? Like if you work at Chick-fil-A and someone's got beef with Chick-fil-A, like, is that your fault? Fuck no, that's not your fault. You just work there, bro. You just say my pleasure and hand out the sandwich. You don't like decide what the owners are doing. Yeah, I agree. I think the devs are, it's not that, which is why I want to get answers. That's the other thing too. I've talked to EA about it. You know, guys who are ultra critical of the game and come at it with a really negative sentiment, they don't even consider those guys' opinions at all. Like Angry Joe makes his big rant every year. And there's a couple other YouTubers too who make like very aggressive, like fuck you Madden, this game's horrible rants every year. They don't even, that's not even in their pool of consideration. They look at that, they put it in some bucket. I don't remember what they told me, but it was like toxic feedback bucket. And toxic feedback, they literally don't watch or engage with. They just throw it out. And then they actually go through the feedback from like, you know, people who are at least attempting to be impartial. That's the feedback they take. So if I'm going to go there and ask questions, I have to make a conscious effort to be positive and constructively criticizing, or I'm definitely not going to get an answer. I do agree, though. Why are fun modes like Superstar KO and Draft Champions neglected when people actually enjoy playing them? That's an excellent question. I think I'll throw that in there, too. I don't think I can word it the way that you just said because, okay, your question infuses your own bias into it. Why are fun modes? That's your opinion. It's also my opinion, but there are also people who play these games and they exclusively play franchise. They don't give a shit about Superstar KO and Draft Champions. So we can't word it like that. If I'm going to ask that question, I'm going to say some popular modes over the past include Superstar KO and Draft Champions. At times, they have been prioritized, and currently they are neglected. What is the reason for this? That might be a better way to word it. I mean, Draft Champions doesn't even exist in the game anymore. I mean, I think I know the answer. I think they make those modes to sell the game, and then they remove them and neglect them over time so that they can re-add them later as a new mode. They've been doing it for eternity. It's planned obsolescence. I think we all already know the answer. I'm going to be honest, bro. I would personally pay the salary of 3 developers for an entire year if it could fix the user interface of this game. I'm not kidding. I would invest that money. Long shot? Yeah, long shot was fucking horrible. Just heard a rumor about maybe getting Draft Champions back. I mean, they put draft back into college, and it's fucking horrible. It's so bad. I just played it. It's so bad. I couldn't even get in a game. It took me like an hour to get into a game. I'm not kidding. The thing is Draft Champions in its first iteration was the bomb. Like, it was 12, or was it 10 or 12 rounds and 3 choices each, and you were only guaranteed a few positions. We were only guaranteed quarterback and wide receiver, I think, maybe halfback too. And then everything else was kind of random. And I thought that was such a good format because you really had to make good drafting decisions, and sometimes you get screwed over. What they did is they kept updating it. Do you guys remember, like, the last iteration of Draft Champions? There was, like, 23 rounds, and you were guaranteed every position. It was so stupid. It was basically just build a mediocre 90 overall lineup and your drafting strategy doesn't matter. If they're going to bring it back, I pray that they consult somebody. I hate when they do this in-house shit and they just drop it because they by and large fuck it up. Oh, just like, don't fuck with it crazy. Don't create some new ridiculous. Bro, you should see what they're doing on college football right now. We had this like lesbian in our friend group who was like married for like 5 years. And I thought she still was like to another woman until you know how I posted that kind of slutty picture on my Instagram, the one where I'm shirtless, you know, just being a whore, just trying to get a couple free IG likes, you know how a brother does. You know how a Goopa does. Dude, I have been watching way too much Burnt Peanut. I keep saying his shit. And then I get an Instagram notification and she liked it. And she never likes my shit. She doesn't engage with my stuff on socials because we're not close like that. You know, like I know her. I know her as like the lesbian who is friends with my friend. And she's married to a girl. That's as much as I know about her. And then I see her at like this party and she's like, oh, like, I'm just so happy to be like single. Like, you know, like I finally got a divorce. She's younger than me. And I was like, she's like, yeah, like you know, I guess I've always been bisexual. Like, I guess it's time for boys now. And I'm like, we really doing this? Are we really doing this? And it's like she thinks I'm just a piece of meat, bro. She thinks I'm just a piece of meat. She thinks all men are the same. And it's like, sorry, honey, but you don't just get to be lesbian and then choose you like boys and then clap my cheeks. You don't get to do that. I know that girls think that sometimes. You wanna get called gay? You guys ever want to get called gay? Turn a girl down for anything ever. Girls are so used to guys just literally fent folding for them that if you say no to anything, they'll hit you with a, what are you, gay? So fast. I've got hit with that more times than I can count. That is partially because I think I might be homosexual, and some people think that too. That has something to do with it. But there also have been times where I'm just like, listen, you can't. Yeah, like I'm offended that you think you get to crack me. I'm offended that you think you get to crack me, so no. Out of spite? No. What did y'all do on Epstein's Island? Bro, shut up. Everyone's always saying that crazy in chat. I went fishing, I went jet skiing. I didn't know that there was this crazy stuff going on there. I had nothing to do with any of that. You and Big E, shut up. Yeah, me and Stephen Hawking pulled up. Barely Stephen Hawking was on there. What was he doing on there? Okay, would you guys like to say goodbye to YouTube.com? I gotta get off stream. So I'm already proud of myself. Bye, YouTube.com. Peace out, you guys. Super Bowl week's been awesome. I'm so excited for the big game. The big game. Ooh. Get ready for everybody and their mother to say the big game because they can't say Super Bowl because that's copyrighted. I can say it on Twitch, though. I love you guys. Seahawks by a million.